Pusher's three brides all walking down the aisle at the same time this Saturday. It is the wedding of St. Norbert College President Tom Kunkel's daughters. And all this week we're giving you kind of a sneak peek at the wedding preparations. And today, of course, we're focusing on the flowers. And the florist is Nicole Campbell from Petal Pusher. Hi, Nicole.
Good morning.
What did you think when you found out you would be the florist for this big wedding?
Well, we were really excited. I mean, once in a career sort of opportunity. And at the same time, a little unsure how that would go, working with three brides, trying to put together the same wedding. But come to find out, piece of cake.
Okay, so how did the color scheme come to you?
Well, Helen, as you guys have talked before, did a lot of the planning, and she came in with a really strong idea of the colors. So she came in, got the ball rolling, and then from there we were able to develop it into something that was seasonally appropriate and that sort of thing.
Yeah, I think what's interesting is that some of the brides haven't really seen what they'll be walking down the aisle with, but they're okay with that.
Absolutely. They really have put their trust in Helen and Deb as well to put this together. And as Deb said, they just want to be there, have a beautiful day, and walk down the aisle.
Well, you and Helen have amazing... there's the three couples right there. Gosh, I can't imagine how exciting it'll be for them to see what you have put together, too, because really special. Let's talk about Helen's flowers first.
Yes, she was the first one to make her selections. She chose some very vibrant colors. Here we have the dahlias that we'll be using some of, parrot tulips, an unusual flower for this time of year, and these beautiful ranunculus.
That's my new favorite flower in the whole world, mutant ranunculus from the Netherlands.
We will be using some of the traditional ranunculus as well, but these are exceptionally special in that they've got this lime green center in them. What happens with these is what they're actually trying to do is produce an all-green ranunculus, but Mother Nature takes over and introduces just a little bit of color that they weren't expecting.
Don't mess with Mother Nature.
Yeah, so they're mutant, but at the same time, they're gorgeous.
They are gorgeous. Will these curly Q things be in there too?
Those are hers as well. She fell in love with what are called fern curls, and we will have a few accents of that dark tone in her bouquet.
Really special. Okay, we're going to move over to this side of the table now. Whose flowers are these?
Down in front here we have what Claire is going with. Claire has one of the softer color palettes. She's a Gerbera daisy lover, so we've got these beautiful bright yellow Gerbera daisies in front there, and then she's got some beautiful textures in hers of that.
Well, this one next to it, what is that? It looks like coral almost.
That is actually a type of celosia. It's got a beautiful texture to it, and if you touch it, it's actually velvety, soft to the touch.
Will I ruin it if I touch it?
Not at all.
Okay. Because it does look velvety.
Yes.
And I mean, just unusual things, too, that I haven't seen before, and these spiky things. Yeah, look at it. You can see the texture of that flower. Yep. And then moving next over a little bit more.
Here, we have the main focus of Katie's bouquet, and that is those beautiful what are called circus roses.
These
They're
right
yellow,
here. Okay.
with that red edging. Which is going to be just this vibrant, glowing tone in her bouquet. And then we're going to be accenting it, of course, with some of the other materials that are up on stage in front here. But that's her main focus.
I see you have a lot of fall fun, like some of the grasses and the berry-looking things.
Yes, we wanted to bring in something that felt, as I said before, seasonally appropriate. Of course, the colors being as warm as they are great for the time of year, but we really wanted to bring in some of the berries. Over on the end, we've got some of the fall foliage as well. Just little tucks of the season without overwhelming it.
I mean, it just says fall, too, but it does it in such a classy way. And then right in front of you, we can't forget the maid of honor. There are actually four sisters, and the fourth sister isn't ready to get married yet, but she's going to be the maid of honor for everybody.
She is going to be the maid of honor, and she actually had a pretty good idea of what she wanted.
She wants people to notice her that day.
Absolutely, and I think when you're the maid of honor for all three of your sisters, you get what you want. So down here in front, we have yellow cymbidium orchids for her, which will be paired with some of the dahlias that we talked about before, and the sprays of this delicate yellow oncidium are going to be extending from her bouquet.
And that orchid right there is pretty striking, too.
That is beautiful. That was kind of a little surprise that came in this week along with the mutant ranunculus that I'm going to use here and there. If the color of a sunset were captured in a flower, to me, that's it.
Yes, absolutely. And then finally, the reception.
Yes, the ladies have chosen a few different styles of centerpieces that we're looking forward to creating, varying heights to give some dimension to the room, and then we're going to be putting together something special for the table that they will be seated at as well as their attendants, which will be a surprise.
And the grooms are going to wear something a little different too. I almost forgot about the guys.
Yes, we can't forget about the guys. They didn't want to go with any traditional roses or anything like that, so we're working with actually clusters of berries and grasses.
It's that one right there that looks like a little raspberry on the end of it.
It does sort of look like a little raspberry. It's called Gumfrina, and believe it or not, that's actually a locally grown product.
A lot of these are locally grown products too, so this triple wedding is helping the economy a little bit around here too.
Absolutely.
Nicole, wonderful stuff. Thank you so much for stopping by. And if you want to find more flowers like this or work with Nicole for your wedding or your big event, she's located at Petal Pusher in Green Bay.